The fall hunting season is officially underway, with dove season kicking it all off last week. And the focus for many has shifted to getting ready for deer season. But as always, there's plenty to do in the outdoors. And Colin Berg with the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation will agree with that.
There is. There's always, something to do outdoors.
Welcome back and good morning. Good to see you.
It's good to be back.
Okay, so dove season opened Friday. It goes through October, then a little break, and then there's another season. But I know some folks had some success, but I've also heard that it's been hard to find some birds. So what's your take?
I would say it's about like shooting at doves. It's hit and miss.
Or miss.
Exactly. Yeah, I had a good first morning, first day. It took all day to afternoon hunt to get my limit, but after that the birds kind of seemed to be moving out and already headed south. This time of year though, we transition right into resident Canada goose season, which is opening up this weekend for a short period of time, and then we also have teal season that opens up this weekend. Coming in this morning I saw a few teal out, so this cooler weather that they showed, it's a little bit north of us. Actually, those teal, which are some of the first migrants to come through as far as the duck species, there should be some birds here, and some hunters should have some good hunts. Resident Canada geese, they're the ones that stay here year-round. You see them in town all the time. They're hard to sometimes get outside of town into the hunting fields and things, but that's an early season that we have. We've got a good number of those geese that live here year-round and provide that early hunting opportunity. So encourage folks always with all of our hunting seasons and fishing, ask somebody to go with you. You see people hunting in the videos together here that we've got, and that's duck hunting and goose hunting is really a social hunting atmosphere. A lot of people, we talk about deer hunting all the time because that's the number one thing that people like to hunt, and it's not as social anymore as what the waterfowl hunting is, and dove season that we saw this past weekend. That's an incredibly social event.
Well, you kind of got to be quiet with deer hunting. Not kind of, you got to be quiet when you're deer hunting. When you're out dove hunting or duck or goose or whatever it may be, you can be a little bit more social in those breaks from when they come flying in. Well, we are less than a month now away from deer season opening. October 1st is when bow hunters can head out to the woods. Now is the time to get ready for a number of things. You got to practice.
That's right.
And then be safe.
Get your bow out and practice, whether you're hunting with a longbow or recurve, compound, or crossbow. Get out and practice with it. You know, find a place to go shoot some arrows, get yourself ready. If this cool weather comes in, particularly this next week, you can actually garb up like you're out there hunting.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the number one mistakes that people make. They practice without the clothing that they're going to be wearing. And there's a big difference between having a bulky jacket on and not shooting with a bulky jacket. The other thing is, right now, people are going out and checking those tree stands that they left up all year long, or hanging new ones. And tree stand safety, that's one of our number one hunting accidents that we have, is people falling, either going up into their tree stand, coming down, hanging tree stands, checking those tree stands. Squirrels, they like to chew on stuff, and a lot of these stands now come with straps that can be chewed completely through. So exercise caution. So I tell folks, if you left that stand up, treat it just like you're hanging it for the first time. Be very cautious going up into it.
Yeah, you really want to check those ratchet straps to make sure those squirrels. And if you are going to be in a tree stand, I say this all the time, you got to have that harness on.
That's right.
If I get to my spot and I realize I've forgotten it, which I have a couple of times, I just sit on the ground. It's just not worth the risk of climbing up there and taking the chance of falling.
It's just like getting in your vehicle. You put your seatbelt on right away. It's your seatbelt while you're in that deer stand.
Yeah, 100%. Well, real quickly, just because it's hunting season doesn't mean fishing's over. You see, we've got not a lot of time, but you can still fish.
That's
There's
right.
Still plenty of
Fall
fishing
season is awesome fishing, and you'll have the lake to yourself in almost a lot of cases.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, Colin, we appreciate you. And you can get all of the information on fishing and hunting seasons over at wildlifedepartment.com.